big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though.
Head coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Black 80!
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Snell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On second down now, Snell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And the catch made by Johnson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Should use the mark. Should use the mark. Down to lose one. Run.
On third down, Mayfield looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Snell, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Snell again. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
You got it. You got it.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Snell trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Like 80. Snickers, 66.
On 3rd down, Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And they first down.
Check 55 to Mike.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
King. Hey, check right, check. Hey, echo.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
First down, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Hey, switch gears. Smooth. Tighten up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Go.
Mike 55. Your track.
Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First target, first catch, and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
36.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Haywood. Eat.
To throw, Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Whip, 61, matchbox lights. Run.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Watch 98.
Hey, alert.
198.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Hey, Orbit.
53. Watch the pass. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
50.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. That one good for 26 and a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Got an open man. It's Washington. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Set. 180.
53 is the Mike.
I got alert.
Slide.
80 weapon. Whirl.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He'll run it, and he'll go down at the 28. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 28-yard line.
Mike, here we go. Like 5. Like I said.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Tight. Watch left. Tight.
Hey, alert.
Mike 42. Mike.
Buzz. Black, what's that?
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Cut.
Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 26.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Alert! You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, look out!
From the gun, Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
49, check 49, check 49. Kings. Hey, Zoo.
He's crashing.
Pistol. Up.
55.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. All right, here we go. Let's go, D.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Shoot.
Kings. Real.
Watch the twist.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, wahoo. Regular.
Check 26, check 26.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, alert.
On 3rd down, Samuels. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Open man, it's Vanette. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Mayfield now. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Kareem Hunt, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Switzer on the return. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Hey, exit.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Snell. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, Delta. Watch the safety creep.
From the 41, Roethlisberger. That's caught. It's James Washington. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run with Snell. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. And he completes it to Hunt. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Hey, team 6.
4th down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Check pass.
Mayfield to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Greystone, Travis. Hey, alert 33.
198. Watch 98. Smooth. Watch the slant. Watch 98.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
Odell Beckham. Touchdown Browns.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
No go! 77.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Go.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Let's go.
Let's check in with our referee.
Good. 180.
Watching you five. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry.
Right there in the middle.
Hey, Haywood.
Mark 55. Mark 55. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mike 55. Check.
Hey, orbit.
Quit talking about it.
Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8.